Hi students, good morning all of you and welcome back our online class Maths 6th standard. Students, today we are going to continue our 7th chapter, that is fractions. In previous classes already I have explained about that what is the fraction, and I gave about that how to represent on the graph, that means graphically. Yes, but students, today we are going to discuss about the types of fractions and representation of the fraction on a number line. Okay friends, so let us see first what are the types of fractions. There are different types of fractions, students. Okay, one is proper fraction, second one is improper fraction, third one is mixed fraction. So generally these are the types of fraction. Okay students, so first of all we have to discuss what is the proper fraction. A fractions, that means fractions having numerator is smaller than, that means less than the denominator. Already I have told students, if while we are writing that fractions, that means like p by q form, that means numerator by denominator. Okay, and we have to see that, we can see that like that way. If upper part, that means upper part of that number is called as numerator and down is there called as a denominator. So that fraction, if the numerator is less than the denominator, comparing the numerator and the denominator, if the numerator is less than the denominator, that time we have to say that fraction is called as a proper fraction. If the numerator is greater than the denominator, that fraction is called as a improper fraction. And third fraction, mixed fraction, what the students? If one whole number and combined with one proper fraction, that means one whole number and with combined with that one proper fraction, that is called as a mixed number or mixed fraction, we can say. Okay students, so let us see what is that different types of fractions. With examples we can understand. Let us see. So see students, first of all types of fractions I have written, and first fraction is a proper fraction. That means fractions in which numerator is less than the denominator are called proper fraction. That means, suppose I will write students here, I am writing suppose 3 by 4. What is the numerator? Numerator is 3. This is called as a numerator. Okay, and what is the denominator? 4. This is called as a denominator. Okay students, but there are different types of fractions are there. 3 by 4, what type of fraction? What we should say? 3 by 4 is a proper fraction, because first of all you check numerator what? It is greater than denominator or less than denominator. If numerator is less than the denominator, that fraction is called as a proper fraction. Hence 3 by 4 is called a proper fraction. Okay, so now see students here. So I have written the definition first. Write down you also. Fractions in which the numerator is less than the denominator are called proper fraction. Examples: 1 by 2. 1 by 2. That means numerator is less than denominator. 3 by 4. 3 is less than 4. 5 by 7. 5 is less than 7. So these are called proper fractions. Okay students. So many proper fractions are there. Second, you should observe that students, improper fraction. Improper fraction means the fractions in which the numerator is greater than the denominator is called improper fraction. That means whenever if I write suppose like this 5 by 3, which is greater? Numerator is greater or denominator is greater? Numerator is greater. That means if numerator is greater than denominator, then the fraction is called improper fraction. What you should say? Improper fraction. If the numerator is greater than the denominator, then that fraction is obtained or form is called as a, what is that? Improper fraction. Okay students, so 3 by 2, 5 by 3, 7 by 2, these are called as a improper fraction. Next students, we are going to discuss about that mixed fraction. Mixed fraction are the combination of whole number and a proper fraction. That means it is combined with that what? Now one whole number you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 100, like these are the whole numbers. Whole numbers with the combined with one proper fraction. That of the students 3 is one whole number. and combine with the proper fraction. 1 by 2 is a proper fraction. So whole number with the proper fraction combined writing, that is called as a mixed fraction. 5 whole 1 by 3. 5 whole 1 by 3. That means 5 whole 1 by 3 means how should read it? 5 whole 1 by 3. That means this is a mixed fraction. 2 whole 1 by 4. 2 whole 1 by 4 is also a mixed fraction. So these are the examples of a mixed fraction. But students, I will say that one error method, error things I will tell. Suppose some students will write it 3 5 by 4. Is it a mixed fraction? No students, it is sorry. It is not a mixed fraction. It is wrong because whole number with it is a improper fraction. It is. ठीक है? समझा कि नहीं? हमें होल नंबर के साथ इम्प्रॉपर फ्रैक्शन नहीं ले सकते. क्यों नहीं ले सकते? वो 3 5 by 4 5 by 4 is improper fraction. So हमें लिखना है कैसा? 3 1 by 4 और 2 by 4. That means proper fraction लिखना है. होल नंबर के साथ प्रॉपर फ्रैक्शन लिखना है. इम्प्रॉपर फ्रैक्शन नहीं लिख सकते. ठीक है? So these are the about no mixed fraction. Now it is very important students. Representation of fractions on a number line. Already we have studied that natural numbers represent on the number line, whole numbers represent on the number line, and integer also on the number line. But how we should represent on the fractional number? That means fraction, how can we represent on the number line? Today we are going to discuss. Okay students, now before that students, one thing you should remember. I will say that one taking things. While you are representing the fractional number, one thing you should remember, what type of fraction that is. What type of fraction? Whether it is a proper fraction or improper fraction or mixed fraction, you should observe first. If, condition remember students, if it is a proper fraction, then that fraction will lie between 0 and 1. Remember students, very careful. If a fraction is a proper fraction, then that fraction will lie between 0 and 1. 1 to less. All the proper fractions are less than 1. So 1 से बड़ा नहीं है. वो केस किधर रहेगा? 0 और 1 का बीच में रहेगा. ठीक है? So you have to understand students. First of all, now I will tell you this. So what type of fraction this is? This is a proper fraction. Compulsory this will lie between 0 and 1. Okay? So first of all, draw that number line friends. First I will put here. Okay? I will put suppose 0, -1, -2, -3, so on. And here I will write 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So students observe where it will lie. Now it will lie between like this. Between here 3 by 4. 0 and 1 between will lie that 3 by 4. Because 3 by 4 is a proper fraction. So it will lie between 0 and 1. That means that proper fraction is less than the 1. But accurately where you should show, if you want, you can draw like this. 0, -1, -2. How many parts here students? 4 parts. So we can write 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 1. This is 2. This is 3. This is 4. Carefully understand students. It is very important students. So how many parts is denominator? 4 parts. So 0 after 1, 2, 3 parts. That means 1 or 0 to make it 4 parts. Carefully understand. Because already you understand this is a proper fraction. So it will lie between 0 and 1. And if it will lie 0 and 1, how many parts 0 and 1? 4 parts, because the denominator is 4. So 4 parts make 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 0 between 4 parts make. And the first part we can write 1 by 4, 2 by 4 and 3 by 4. 4 by 4 is equal to 1. So we need this. This is our point. This is 3 by 4. Did you understand students? I hope you have understand about that. How to represent the proper fraction on the number line. Okay, and like that you should practice also students. Next we will see that what are the improper fraction on the number line. Okay, so okay students, now we will see on one more thing students. Second, so if we see that suppose so 3 by 7 on number line, or either 5 by 7 on the number line. How will show that 5 by 7 on the number line? So first of all, you should get idea what type of fraction this is. This is a proper fraction. So this number will lie between 0 and 1. So first of all, you should show this solution we can do. First of all, you can draw like this: 0, -1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where it will lie? This will lie 0 and 1. So if you will do like this, and 5 by 7 also you can write like this. Enough. Okay? You can show like this. But accurately, how can you show? For that, if you have to do 1, 0 and 1 between it will stay. So if second line, if you draw like this, if you write 0, -1, here 0 and 1 between will stay. So how many parts you have to make, friends? 7 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 parts. So this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. That means 0 and 1, 7 parts it will be. That means, students, remember that between the two whole numbers, there are infinite fraction numbers are there. There are infinite fraction numbers are there. In this 0 and 1 or 1 and 2 between, infinite numbers of fraction numbers are there. Okay. So here what is that 0 and 1 between? Now we have to say how many parts you have to make, students? 7 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many parts? That we can write first: 1 by 7, 2 by 7, 3 by 7, 4 by 7, 5 by 7, and 6 by 7. So now where the 5 by 7? This is. So this is we got now. This is 5 by 7. Okay. So these are about the how to represent the proper fraction. Okay, and on the number line. Okay, friends, I hope you have understand about the representation of the number line. Thank you all of you. Have a nice day. Bye bye.